A battle between two teams tied toward the bottom of the conference standings, but in a game that means postseason implications for either side. The Tusculum Pioneers take a visit here to Mossy Creek to face off with the Carson-Newman Eagles. Both teams tied at 7 points apiece in the conference standings as we get a look at those conference standings on your screen. At the top of the leaderboard, Anderson and E&H both tied with 20 points, but Anderson owns the tiebreaker win in the regular season, so they'll at least have a share of the regular season title, barring anything going on tonight. They play Newberry tonight, who Carson-Newman needs to lose or tie, and then the Eagles need to pick up a win in this game as well to get themselves into the postseason picture. So along with a win, yet again, Carson-Newman needs Newberry to lose to number 5 Anderson. That would secure them a spot in the top 8. As for Tusculum, they don't really come out on the winning side of any tie breaks. Unfortunately, if they win here tonight and Wingate loses, they are in the tournament. But that's really the only scenario where they make the playoff picture. One regular season game left between these two teams, and we get to see it here at McCowan Field on this beautiful, beautiful November evening. The first game, well, the second game in November for either side after Carson-Newman coming off a loss to number 5 Anderson on the first day of the month. They lost that game by a score of 1-0. Pioneers will start with it here. And it's Hugo LaFlock, the team's leader in shots, as well as the man who's tied for second in the sack in assists. Gets it going and plays a through ball where Pascal's there for the header. Lucas Troll with a couple good touches on it. Making his third start here in his sophomore season with the Eagles. That one's in the corner for Troll and asking for possession, but instead it'll be Pioneers' ball. So the goalkeeper in Donovan Cobb getting his first start with the Tusculum Pioneers will get things back underway. The junior goalkeeper from Spain, the transfer from USC Union, making his first start with the Pioneers after the starting goalkeeper all season for the Pioneers, Noe Delmont, received a red card in their last game, so he's out currently. Carson-Newman without a couple of their key pieces, as well as Dan Coles, the junior defender who had played nearly every minute for this Eagles team. He received a red card in the last game, and then, of course, Jacob Lakener as well with 5 yellows to his name throughout the season after that last game against Anderson, where things got pretty chippy between the Eagles and the Trojans. So a different look for Carson-Newman in their formations today, as Coach Stephen Lyons opts to slide Felix Groomer, number 18, in the orange and white stripes, back into the center back position. He has it now. Swings it over to the far side, and here's Dukes with it, trying to create some space. Eagles have been on the losing side of quite a few really close games this season. Carson-Newman 2-9-3 overall, and 2-6-1 in sack play. A big win against Wingate in the final game of October. They have a win in every month this season, looking to get their first in November. Tusculum, on the other hand, has won 5 games this season, so they're 5-8-1. 2 of those wins in sack play, and like we talked about at the beginning of the show, tied with the Eagles in the conference standings, trying to make their way into the playoff picture, but tough losses to Newberry as well as Wingate. Took care of Catawba with a 1-0 score, but have also fallen on the losing side of quite a few. Pretty good in the month of October, though. 4-2-1 for this Pioneers team, as the Eagles well in control there in their own defensive third. Trying to generate some offense here as Mitchell Honcup gets a touch there, and the Pioneers with swarming defense right now, not giving the Eagles any room to breathe. Doing the scouting report, you got to know that this team is without a couple of its key defensive pieces. So putting the pressure on those center backs, making sure to make them prove that they belong back here. It's Troll with it on the near side as he swings it out. And Jonas Friedel. And an offside call will slow things up. The Pioneers get a chance to regain control as Carson-Newman trying to generate some space and break in to the attacking third. Eagles with a really good game against the number 5 team in the country last time out. As Torrent puts pressure on the first-time goalkeeper Donovan Cobb. Comes away just empty, but a dangerous ball there for sure. Buford kicks it out to the newest center back in Groomer. Plays a through ball forward for where Troll is waiting for it. Dukes with it, tries to cross it into the box. And a good job by João Pedro Perez there, cutting that one off. Tusculum has surrendered 16 goals throughout the season. That's 8th in the SAC. Pretty good defensively, though. I've only allowed 45 shots through, all of those saves coming at the hands of Noe Delmont. Collision at midfield, and Mason Tavon Masendin, the one down on the field as he scratches his head, but seems to be just fine. Here's Andrew Enemy with it, and he gets shoved from behind from Hankup. Trying to lay the body defensively. So the Pioneers getting set for a free kick here. LaFlock will take the cross, a good one into the box, and Buford comes sailing out to make the grab. Filippo Kanalatic putting pressure on Buford there in the box too. Here comes Friedel as he sails into the air and takes out Andrew Enemy, who's down on the pitch right now. Our head referee, Luis Brenes, will have a quick conversation with Friedel after that one, just launching himself into the air to try and win the header. Enemy in his 6th start with the Pioneers. Scored one of the goals against Lees McRae, the game winner, in fact. As LaFlock gets ready to take this one. A ball swinging towards the outside of the box, and it's headed right into the hands of Buford by Filippo Kanalatic. Kanalatic, 6'3", able to climb the ladder and win the first ball. Timmons with control, passes it over to Hankup. And the Pioneers with a good takeaway there. It's Kanalatic trying to break through the back line from the Eagles, and Hankup will control. Pascal's with it. 14 starts with the Eagles, making his 15th every game. And the most career games played on this Eagles roster. The senior potentially playing his final game at home here. Troll on the near side, trying to break into the 18. Ball goes right into the middle of the box, and a good clear there by Enoch Bracco. The only one waiting for it, not a ton of Eagles waiting on offense. Friedel up the near side. Hans shoves him off the ball. It's Torrent trying to win the race, but Cobb scoops it up. Well, this Tusculum team has dropped 3 of the past 4 games they've played in, but 4, 2, and 1 in the month of October, heating up when it matters. A couple non-conference games that they've won. But still looking for that 3rd win in the SAC. Dangerous ball into the box, and it's cleared out by Groomer. Good job to cut it off there. Neither side looking for a tie here in this contest. Both need a win to get into that postseason tournament. Wingate is the next best ahead of these two with 9 points, as they're 2-8-3 overall and 2, 4-3 in the conference. But Carson-Newman beat the Bulldogs in that final game of October, as we get a foul there. Musendin getting a little too comfortable with Tim Hans there in the backfield. Good ball forward to Troll as he's trying to win the battle with the freshman defender. Devin Vital doing a good job back there, taking away the opportunity that Troll had, but here comes Pascal on the throw-in. Big arcing one into the box as Dukes tries to win the header. And Troll, as well as LaFlock, connecting in midair, just outside the 18. João Pedro Perez, 6'1" freshman, sending a high arcing ball. Comes forward to Friedel, and he'll play it forward, looking for Torrent, but can't find him as Bracco cuts him off. Pascal trying to play it up the near side. Troll trying to win the race. And Enoch Bracco shoulder checks him off the ball. Bracco, the sophomore midfielder from Ghana, 13 starts this season. Played his highest minute game just last time out against Lenoir-Rhyne in the 1-0 loss to the Bears. Troll trying to create some space. Finds Wester on the far side. Ball up the touchline. And Torrent is shoved from behind by Devin Vital. So Wester will take the throw-in. He just goes to the short, where Groomer is waiting for it, trying to direct some traffic. Finally goes for the through ball forward to Honcup. Here's Torrent trying to win the one-on-one. Can't find the shot. He passes it off to Troll. And Ridian Williams puts it away. Carson-Newman with the first strike in a game they need to win to get to the postseason. And Rydian Williams collects his second goal of the season in his 30th career start. Great sequence in the box there from the Eagles as they just don't give up. Troll a beautiful feed through to Williams. And the one-timer. So 1-0 here in this first half. That goal coming in the 31st minute for Rydian Williams. And Carson-Newman with their first open play goal at home. Haven't scored in the open play yet this season. Have only scored off a free kick and a penalty kick. And they get it done here at McCowan Field, trying to keep their season alive and head into the SAC postseason. Tusculum looking for an answer as Mason Clark trying to punch it through. And Elijah Buford will collect to swing it back out to Torrent, who's waiting at midfield. Williams. Off to Torrent, and here's Dukes. Tim Hahn's a good ball to the near side for Troll, and Pascal will chase. Dukes all alone on the far side, as the Pioneers scrambling to get back. Almost all of them were back on offense, trying to create a goal of their own. Pascal, a good ball, is a really smart one from Hans, just doesn't have enough juice on it to get through to Williams. And a foul just outside the center circle. It was Felix Groomer who took up Kanalatic. So a free kick upcoming for Tusculum. Rydian Williams had been generating momentum coming into this game. 3 shots against Anderson. And finally gets a strike here. His only other goal this season was back in September on the 27th against Newberry. Had the game-tying goal in that one. Pascal on the throw-in. Comes out to Torrent. Goes to the midfielder and Hankup, a big cross, and Cobb, a beautiful diving save. Mitchell Hankup, a powerful one from outside the box. But a beautiful save from Donovan Cobb. 3 saves coming in to this game. Had only played 15 minutes just last time out against LR and 30 minutes against Coker on the 25th of October. Hankup lines up the corner kick, in swinging towards the box and misses everyone. Hankup had another really good opportunity in that game against Anderson. He missed it point blank range, but a beautiful save there by Donovan Cobb. That's one you show to your kids. Pascal with it on the near side. Plays it out to the CN logo, and finally Friedel will recollect as the Eagles. Good pressure, though, by this forward group for the Pioneers. Not wanting to give the Eagles much space, especially knowing that this defense, not typically what it looks like. this game nearly a revenge one for Carson-Newman, as last year they lost to the Pioneers towards the end of the season, and Tusculum as well. We get a jersey pull there. Andrew Enemy tugging the jersey of Pascal, so foul and a free kick coming up, but Carson-Newman ended Tusculum's season back in 2023 that sent them into the SAC playoffs. Tusculum returning the gesture last season as the Eagles lose that one 3-1. Hansa ball all the way through to the corner of the 18, where it's just cleared away by Pedro Perez, and Pascal will get the throw-in. High arcing one. Troll wins the first ball. And here comes Hans, a strike to the far post. It rings off of it. Oh my goodness. Good save, Post. Donovan Cobb, kiss it. Troll with the ball as the Eagles continue to apply pressure, and it's finally cleared away. Pedro Perez, a good one off of Troll, but my goodness, a phenomenal shot from Hans. Almost had one rotation to the right side that kept it from swinging in to that far post. So the Eagles showing off their legs from distance here early on. Troll trying to work through traffic. He can't find any space. And Kanalatic doing a good job beating his man up the far side. But Buford will collect, and the Eagles will have a chance to reset. 1-0 game with 25 minutes to go as the Eagles lead the Pioneers here in the final regular season game. Carson-Newman and Tusculum, the only early game on this SAC slate here this evening. All the other games that will determine both of these teams' fate occurring later in the evening. Wester working back, trying to pressure Kanalatic, and he just shoves him over. Free kick upcoming off that foul from Wester. Not a great time, because that's really good positioning just outside the 18. And Tusculum, a mighty opportunity here to capitalize on this one. It's LaFlock to set it up. In swinging towards the box. Friedel gets the first ball. Troll will clear it away, and Pascal to chase. High arcing ball. Torrent in a potential one-on-one. Trying to work through his man. But Donovan Cobb will gobble it up as he gets involved. Not wanting to leave any scraps out there for Torrent to clean up. Torrent, this team's lone true forward, kind of playing up ahead of Ben Dukes and Rydian Williams on that other side. Kanalatic, a good give and go. Enemy just out of the reach of his foot as Pascal will just play it back safely to Buford. Buford to the far side, where Groomer's waiting for it. Now Wester trying to make a move on Kanelatichu, continues to apply the pressure. Pascal working around enemy. Carson-Newman with 13 goals coming into this game. That's near the bottom of the SAC standings, but make it 14 with the strike from Rydian Williams in the 31st minute of this first half. This Pioneer squad, no stranger to close games as well, have lost 6 of their 8 games in a 1-goal deficit. Currently losing by that margin, and the Eagles trying to continue the pressure on, pick up their 3rd win of this season, their 3rd in SAC play. Taking a peek back to last year, Carson-Newman 4-9-3 overall and 3-7-1 in conference play, so continuing to try and build upon that mark. A lot of talented pieces on this team, just trying to put it all together. Really young team for this Pioneer squad, though. Lots of freshmen out there on the field, and unfamiliar faces as Hans shoves Bracco from behind. So we'll get a free kick for the Pioneers here at midfield. Angelo Lem, the transfer from Eastern Florida State, the one to take it here. Big one into the box where Williams wins the first ball, and the Eagles try to control in the corner. Good tackle by Jonas Friedel. So the league leader, well, the team leader in assists will come over to take the corner kick for the Pioneers. 2nd most assists in the SAC, coming off the leg of number 10 in the black and white. 10 swings it into the box, where Linus Salamonson wins the header, but it jumps over the top of the crossbar. So the Eagles avoid tragedy there. 19 minutes and 37 seconds to go here in this first half from Mossy Creek. Rydian Williams, his 2nd goal of the season, the difference maker right now. Pascal working through everyone as he's finally cut off by Enoch Bracco. Williams up the far side, Torrent trying to win that one. But Pedro Perez cuts him off. Pascal taking some time to walk off the tackle by Bracco. And it's Dukes to set up the corner. That one in swinging towards the back post and misses everyone again. So 2 corner kicks by the Eagles that have been well off the mark, too strong. Cobb will go to the short, where Lem is waiting on that far side. Pioneers trying to work it up. Salamonson through everyone before he's tackled by Dukes. And Pascal trying to win the battle up the line. Pascal strips him. Hans through to Honcup. Honcup with plenty of space on the far side as Clark tries to catch up with him. Here's Wester with it now in the far corner. Cross ball into the box where Troll was trying to win it. but he was pushed from behind. Eagles want a foul as Torrent gets the head on it, but Cobb is right there in front of him. You can see on this cross here as Troll falls to the floor. Defender behind him was Vital. But no call from the referees there, so the Eagles will recollect in their own defensive third. Nearly 2/3 of the half have expired here from McCowan Field. Mitchell Honcup. All the way to the far side. Misses everybody. And the Eagles doing a good job taking care of the ball right now. 59% of the possession in their favor. Here's Hans with it, trying to move quickly. Finds Troll. Ball into the box, and it clips the 6-yard box. Cobb had it covered the whole way. Pioneers on the attack, but Carson-Newman defense holding firm. That one's going to head out of play. Throw in upcoming for the Pioneers. Vital to take it. Shoves it up the field where he was looking for enemy, but Troll cuts him off. The freshman doing a really good job in his third start of the year. Pioneers, one of the first times all half we've seen them have controlled possession here at the midfield. It's Clark with it. He scored a couple of goals here in October, and it goes over the top of the crossbar. Clark, this team's leader in goals. He's got 5 this season and scored in 3 consecutive games in October. He was the Pioneers Player of the Month. Carson-Newman can finish anywhere between 6th and 8th if they win this game. And that will determine where they play their quarterfinal matches. Get a shove there from Lem. Ball chased into the corner by Dukes, but can't come out with it. So Cobb will get the chance. The transfer from USC Union. He played in 9 games with USC Union where he averaged 1.85 goals against, 56 saves, and was an honorable mention All-Region in 2023. Hasn't started a game yet for these Pioneers as the missing goaltender in Noe Delmont. 7 career shutouts the Pioneers are missing in net tonight. Ball into the box where Pascal wins the header, and Troll a good job to clear. Pedro Perez in pursuit. Torrent wins the battle, trying to work through. Perez with the good clean tackle. And Vital working up the near side. Big long cross to the far side. It's Kanalatic. Actually, Clark battling with Dukes there in the corner. And lots of pushing and shoving on the far side as Stephen Lyons wants a whistle. Instead, it'll be a throw-in for the Eagles, so they will regain control. Carson-Newman women's soccer plays after this one. Pascal to the corner for Troll. Space in a one-on-one with Vital, and Vital cuts him off successfully. Hancup jogging over to take the corner kick. So another set piece opportunity for Carson-Newman. The first two corner kicks from the Eagles, too strong. One of them coming off the foot of Hancup. Short ball to Troll. And here's Hans with it, trying to generate space. Duke's trying to find a shot. That one punched through on the far side. Wester Williams has his second goal. Oh, just kidding. He was offside. You know, the referees were in here joking with us earlier about holding up flags out there on the field for him. Doing a good job spotting that one there. Williams trying to do more of the same as Cobb makes another phenomenal save to the near side post. Cobb already making 3 big-time saves in this game. Hancup motioning to his players in the box as the Eagles crowd around Cobb. Vital cuts it off. Hancup back out for Hans. And Torrent can't win the battle with Vital. Good physicality down there in the box to keep the Eagles under control. Subs coming on for Tusculum, as Elliot Edwards will check into the game, as well as Zahn Gra. And George Kirby coming in as well. They'll replace Musendin. And we get back underway here with under 10 minutes to go in the first half. The lone strike on the board from Rydian Williams in his second goal of the season. Fresh legs on the pitch though. And an offside call there as Tusculum looked to be on the winning side with some numbers. But it was Elliot Edwards on that far side, just with too much pace. Beat Tim Hans back. And he knew it all the way. Torrent all the way through. Good pass over to Troll. Couple of Pioneers missed that one, but they recontrol. Here's Williams with it. Now over to Pascal. Pascal to Hancup, who plays the give and go with Torrent, and he's stripped of it. Lena Salamonson with the takeaway there, and had a good time too. 8 minutes to go in the half, and you don't want to let up another one before you head into the locker room. Pioneers working with urgency. And another offside there. Tusculum doing everything they can to work with numbers in their attacking third, but getting a little too excited on that far side. It was Edwards again. who beat the Carson-Newman defender. And Stephen Lyons' squad just trying to burn some time here in the first half. Wester nearly stripped to that one as he throws it off. To Williams. Troll now in the near side corner. He's had a couple really good crosses into the box that just haven't found pinpoint accuracy. It'll be a Pioneers throw in on the near side. Just under 7 minutes to go here in the first half. George Kirby, a junior defender from England. Started in his last 3 games straight, but coming off the bench here for the Pioneers in this contest. And there's Clark. Mason Clark, this team's leader in goals, finally gets through that Carson-Newman back line and evens us up at 1 apiece. Eagles begging for an offside call. And Mason Clark, who scored in 3 consecutive games in October, has his 6th goal of the season, his 8th of his career. He's been cruising the Pioneers Player of the Month. Ties this one up at 1, trying to keep the Pioneers season alive with a win here in Jefferson City. Was Wester back begging for the offside call? Said he did look a step ahead of the Carson-Newman defense, but regardless, that one in the 6th minute. With 6 minutes to go, ties us up. Zahn Gra will get the assist credit on that one. Off the good feed is Pascal. Tosses this one into the box. Honcup, a good header just off the top of the cage. Cobb reaching up to try and at least pop it into the air. Doesn't get a hand on it. So the 2 strikes in this game, the one from Rydian Williams off the assist from Lucas Troll. He came off the pitch just moments ago for the sub in Thomas LaChapelle. Carson-Newman women's team and Tusculum women's team over there in the stands supporting their counterparts. Salomonson punches it through to Kirby, and he's offside. Pascal back to Friedel. Friedel kicks it over to Wester. Wester working up that far side. And Dukes bodied over by Linus Salomonson. Wester gets the throw in. Honcup, soft touch over to Pascal. Carson-Newman trying to find a strike before they head into the locker room at half. Doran is tackled as he makes his way into the 18. And Hans trying to play a ball out for someone, but no eagle waiting in the box as Friedel with a dangerous one. Zangra with tons of pressure. Fresh legs on the pitch for the Pioneers have aided them here in this second half of the first half. Unbelievable tackle at midfield. As Williams gets away with a shove there, and Buford will collect. So Enoch Bracco down at midfield after Williams shoved him over after Bracco made the tackle. He will be issued a yellow card. As Bracco's still feeling some pain at midfield. Luis Brenes issuing the yellow card. Stephen Lyons calling for the clock. 3 minutes to go as the referees convene, and it's actually Vital who was down. So Bracco makes his way off the field and get a sub on for him. It's a potential that the officials might have issued the card to someone other than Rydian Williams, as you heard Stephen Lyons calling that they issued that card to the wrong player. Trying to have some conversations and figure out how to solve this puzzle. As the captains have both had a conversation, and now Buford will get us back underway. Bracco runs back out there. He seems to be just fine. There's Friedel all alone with it. Plenty of space and time to set something up in the final 2 minutes and 30 seconds here of this first half. Honcup with the heavy foot, trying to find Torin, a good touch on that one, but it goes right into the breadbasket of Salamonson. Friedel with some moves to get through Clark. Clark with lots of pressure here in this game. He's already got 3 shots. It's Dukes up the far side, working past Salamonson, and Carson-Newman throwing. Good job by Dukes to win that one. Soft one that's played out to Hans, and here's Honcup with it. Dukes over to the near side where Pascal is waiting. Big one to the far corner. And Torin almost got the tip in on that one. Good touch in the box by Dukes, who was running in. Just barely got a piece of it anymore, and it might have been in that far post. Tusculum makes another sub. Carlos Perez coming in. Honcup wins the header Under a minute to go here in the first half, tied 1-1. Torrin up the near side, trying to work past Kirby. He does, and the shot misses well into the corner. So Cobb will hold on to it with 24 seconds on the clock, trying to burn a little bit more time. Kyle Hughes' group content to go into the locker room tied after a potential goal in this half that could have been an offside call. Time expires here in the first half, and that is how this first half will end. Carson-Newman looking for a win to send them into the SAC playoffs. A really good goal by Rydian Williams early on, but then it's Mason Clark who evened the scoring in the 38th minute. And we'll take a quick halftime break and come back here with all your action from the second half here on the Eagles Sports Network. Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, Rayanna DeCrow with you as we get ready to set for the second half between the Carson-Newman Eagles and the Tusculum Pioneers. Tied 1-1, and neither team looking for a tie here tonight. Both need a win to make their way into the SAC playoffs. Your goal scorers here tonight, Rydian Williams with a beautiful feed from Lucas Troll in the first half that gets him his second goal of the season. And Mason Clark continues to do his thing down the stretch in the 38th minute of the first half, collecting the lone strike for Tusculum. We've talked about it a little bit, but plenty of playoff implications here between these two teams. Ties don't mean anything for either of these teams. Carson-Newman needs a win and needs Newberry to lose or tie to Anderson to secure a spot in the top 8. And as for Tusculum, they don't come out on the winning side of a ton of tie breaks, so need a win here tonight, and they need Wingate to lose as well. Good job by Carson-Newman on the attack in that first half. 9 shots for the Eagles and spent a lot of time with possession. 61% of the possession going in favor of the Eagles in that first half. A goal that was overturned by an offside call for the Eagles, and Mason Clark's goal the Eagles didn't like because it was a potential offside call after the Pioneers had been offside the 3 chances they had before that as well. Trying to pick up the energy there in that latter half. Honcup racing in, trying to beat his man in Musendin. Eagles keep everyone out on the pitch that they had out there before. Elijah Buford in net. He's made just 1 save on the Pioneers, 1 goal allowed. 45 saves on the year coming into this contest. Has started 13 games, just 1 that he didn't start, where Azriel Phillips got the start, and then a red card would send Buford back into the net in the game against Montevallo. The 11 East rivalry between these two teams here tonight. Definitely some personal vendettas against each other as that one gets poked through to Buford. The Eagles get the chance to reset, but anytime you have a team that close, let alone a conference opponent that close that you get to see super often, definitely some personal feelings. And right now, Tusculum owns the all-time series between the Eagles and the Pioneers. Carson-Newman trailing 15, 20, and 6 in the all-time matchups. Trying to improve upon that record and pick up their first win here at home in the 2025 season. 0-5 in their home stadium here at McCowan Field as get some contact at midfield. Hans is taken out. And the leading assister, as well as the leading shot taker for the Pioneers, and Hugo LaFloc, working through some pain before he jogs off. The freshman from France has been a huge addition to this Pioneers team here in 2025. 5 assists on the season. That ties for the second most assists in the SAC. Ball played into the box. Dukes is battling with it. And it'll be a throw-in for the Pioneers. Andrew Enemy trying to take it. He finds Kanelitich, but Friedel had him wrapped up. There's Torrent with it, trying to work around his man in Musendin. Fast feet from Hans here. Here's Wester. Ball into the box. where Thomas LaChapelle can't get a foot on it. LaChapelle trying to work back to defend Bracco. Bracco drew the yellow card in that first half against Rydian Williams as more physicality. As LaFlock tries to play it quickly through for Kanalateach, but the referees will blow the whistle. Contact over there on the far side of the field as Wester trying to regain control of that one. Took out Mason Clark, and LaFlock sailed in to try and keep the play going. Carson-Newman has done a good job defending McCowan Field against the Tusculum Pioneers. In recent history, the last loss in Jefferson City for the Eagles coming back in 2018. Last loss against the Pioneers up in Greenville just last season, towards the end of the year. Only game that the Eagles have won here in November, in the month of November, under head coach Stephen Lyons in his 9th season, was against the Tusculum Pioneers in 2023, the game that sent them into the SAC playoffs. Missed the postseason tournament last season, trying to get back into it. Here's LaFlock to take the free kick. Players scattered in the boxes. He swings one into the far post. And Kanalateach was offside. That ball poked past the far post behind Buford. And they'll say that Kanalateach shoved one of the Carson-Newman defenders back there. So that one called back, in both teams with goal reversals. Get a look at the replay there on your screen. Contact in the box between Kanalateach and one of the Eagle defenders, so no strike here in the second half. Still a 1-1 game. Wester, the lone goal scorer for Carson-Newman, and Mason Clark, the sophomore from Coral Springs, the goal scorer for the Pioneers. Mitch Honcup plays it forward, and Lena Salamonson, the only one in the box waiting for it. So Cobb can just get everybody collected here. Dukes with a heavy touch there that rolls out of play. So throw in upcoming here for Andrew Enemy. This Pioneers team incredibly young. So many freshmen out there on the pitch for Tusculum, and Kyle Hughes just in his 2nd season with Tusculum, trying to build something for the years to come. Pascal on the far side, forward to Torrent with speed. Torrent with some moves in the corner, trying to get free of his man in Lem. Honcup over to Wester. It's on the near side where Dukes will control. Ball nearly cleared out by the Pioneers, and nobody standing by but Salamonson to control that one. Kanalateach. Shoves down one of the Eagles players before we get a whistle. And it's Felix Groomer who is down as the athletic trainers for Carson-Newman will come out to take a look. Hayden Sturgill having a look at Groomer as the officials will convene, and time stopped on the clock for the injury. Groomer holding his head there as he'll make his way over to the bench where Stephen Lyons is waiting. Groomer making 7 starts this season. He started in the last 6 games. 90 minutes in every single game in a contest that's crucial for postseason implications, and you're already missing 2 of your best defenders in Jacob Lakener and Dan Coles. Another blow to the Carson-Newman defense in midfield. The graduate student potentially in his final season for the Eagles as he's up and moving around over there on the near side. Dukes across over to Pascal, who has plenty of space. The only man in the area is Messendon. Dukes looking for Wester. Moving up the near side. Williams launches one over the top of the cage. And the Eagles' first registered shot here in the second half. 35 minutes and counting here for Carson-Newman. A tie is no good. It won't move them anywhere. But a couple of tie breaks going to have to go the Eagles' way for them to get into the postseason tournament. As we get another stoppage in time for a foul on the near side of the pitch. It was Groomer shoved over again by Mason Clark. Groomer seems to be just fine as he jogs it off. The midfielder moved back into the center back position for Stephen Lyons in the absence of Dan Coles and Jacob Lakener. Throw-in coming up for Carson-Newman. It'll be Wester to take it. Go short to Dukes and now to Honcup. Spreading the pitch is Torrent. Works into the far side corner again. And a really good takeaway there. Foul on the far side of the pitch. And a yellow card upcoming. That one's going to be the second yellow card of the contest on Kanalatic. Nope, it'll be on LaFlock, actually. His 3rd yellow card of the season as he makes contact with Pascal. So the leading assister for the Pioneers picking up a yellow here with just about 35 minutes left in the second half. Here's Hans. Works it over, and a really good tackle there by Enoch. Bracco to clear it out. Plenty of teams playing in the sack tonight as Honcup moves with speed up the near side. Hands it off to Torrent, across into the box, just misses. Duke's trying to work up that near side of the pitch to get the change on the back door. Can't get there in time, so Cobb will collect. Header won by the Pioneers, and Dukes is in the near side corner. Honcup, a really good job to just let that one go out of play. So corner kick upcoming as La Chapelle just lets that one roll out of play. 2 starts for Thomas La Chapelle, the grad student from Belgium. Dukes with the cross into the box, and Honcup trying to climb the ladder but can't reach it in time. Torrent making the trip all the way over there to the near side corner. Williams gets the header on it. La Chapelle, the second ball. That'll go out of play, and another corner kick coming for the Eagles. Friedel got the first ball, and then La Chapelle. So it's Dukes again in the near side corner. Dukes the short ball. For the one in the box, it's blocked by his own man in Friedel. Hans with the shot there. Hans gets the strip, trying to work through traffic. Near side corner where Salamonson trying to clear it out. He finally will, and it comes off the foot of Pascal. Honcup controls, good touch by the junior midfielder. It's been one of the Eagles' strongest players all year long. Leads this team in goals. Pascal's pushed from behind, and here comes Wester with it. Off the header to the near side post. A good touch on that one. As you get a look at the corner there, Friedel trying to duck to get out of the way, and Salamonson right there behind him to firm up the traffic in front of Donovan Cobb. Dukes with the header, he was looking for Torrent. Friedel trying to beat LaFlock into the corner. And they're going to call that the Pioneers' way. Both players battling for it in the corner. And they're going to give the Pioneers a corner. Or a free kick there right in the corner. Call the foul on Friedel. Free kick is that one out swinging towards the top of the box and cleared away by Carson-Newman. Throw in upcoming for Bracco. Friedel got in front of everyone there to keep that out of the hands of Tusculum. Long throw in into the box, and it was Pedro Perez who made contact with it. Carson-Newman has allowed 25 goals this season, just one to this Pioneers team. Looking for their first win at home and their first win in November, second win in November under Stephen Lyons. 28 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in this second half. Both teams trying to make something happen here and make their way into the SAC playoffs. Duke's battling with Kanalateach. And Pascal with plenty of space on the far side. Over to Hans. It's Dukes with it now. Carson-Newman with tons of pressure in the first half, 61% of the possession and 31% in their own attacking third. Dukes with a chance there, but it's turned away. Buford all the way out of the box to play that one. And Salomonson with a big kick to the far side. Doesn't find anyone. Just a wonky touch off of Friedel, who was trying to cover Kanalateach. The freshman from Argentina, 6'3", a big body to defend down there in the Pioneers' attacking third. 10 shots on goal this season. He leads the Pioneers in that category. Vital down on the far side. So Lem will take the free kick there from right about midfield. Lem has 14 starts on the season for the Pioneers as he crosses a big one into the box, and Troll gets ahead on it. Here comes Lem again. Williams cuts him off, and the Eagles will work back the other way. Even in numbers, trying to find some space. Here's Williams with it. To the far side corner, it's Dukes. Dukes working past Vital, and a corner kick will be upcoming for the Eagles. Dukes a kind of crossing shot, trying to find someone. Right there, it was La Chapelle waiting for it, but a good job by the Tusculum defender to get in there with the left foot. Here comes Dukes. Dukes into the far side of the box. Cobb is shoved over. Here comes Hans to the far side. And the Eagles begging for another one. Hans on the second chance opportunity, as Cobb got a hand on that one off the cross from Dukes. So Cobb's been solid here in his first start with the Pioneers. Three saves, just one goal allowed. And doing a solid job against a Carson-Newman offense that's put plenty of pressure on the Pioneers. 14 shots for the Eagles in this contest. Williams in the one-on-one with Bracco. That was the matchup that got Williams the yellow card earlier on. Hans off to Pascal, and now Hancup will get a chance to work past LeFloc. Hans through traffic, 2 men, and finally Enoch strips him. But a free kick coming up for the Eagles. Really good opportunity here for Hancup. Referees mark off the wall, as it's going to be Andrew Enemy as well as Kanalateach. Bracco in on that wall as well as Clark. Right into the wall on the free kick, and the Eagles get a chance to recontrol. Hans through 2 men. Here's Dukes with it on the give and go to Hans, and he's tripped up. Honcup with it on the far side, his pass cut off. And Kanalateach. On the ball through to Buford. Honcup right into the wall, a good job by that Pioneer defense. So a couple of chances here for Carson-Newman in the second half, but no goal to show for it yet. Solomonson kicks it out of bounds, so Dukes will get the throw in. Dukes, the senior from England, in potentially his final game here at McCown Field. He leads this team in shots. He's got 31 on the year coming into this game. And 3 in this game already. Dukes with the touch there. It'll roll out of play and Pioneer ball. So Carson-Newman looking for a win here. They've only ever won 2 games under Coach Lyons down at half. And one of them was against this Pioneers team. They go into the locker room tied, an even slate. But a strike here in the second would certainly mean big things for the Eagles down the stretch. Carson-Newman women's team plays after this one as Enemy works his way forward. Enemy. He's cut off. A good job by Friedel there. Dukes with speed. Trying to beat everyone up the near side. And Bracco, the great tackle there. Clean tackles all over the field here this evening. Another throw-in coming up as Wester slams it forward for Dukes. Wester has played nearly every minute this season for the Eagles, all but 6 minutes in all 14 games for Carson-Newman this season. Was the big-time goal scorer in the Wingate game that gave them the win just a few weeks ago. One score here as Cobb gets the goal kick out. Punts it out, and Williams taking control, trying to work through 3 men before he's shoved over. And it looks like we're going to get a card here. This one will go against Enoch Bracco. Trying to defend Williams. Actually looked like it was Lem who took him out. But they motioned towards Bracco for the card. Duke sets up for the free kick. And that one misses everyone off the foot of Tim Hans. 19 minutes and 44 seconds to go here in this second half in the final regular season game for Carson-Newman. Carson-Newman tied with Tusculum with 7 points in the 9th spot of the SAC standings. CN lost the last matchup between these two teams, a 3-1 loss in Greenville. As that one rolls out of play, and Luis Brenes trying to get things under control here as this game becomes physical down the stretch. Big ball right into the box, and Friedel gets his head on it. Good job by Friedel in this game, the junior defender. Just started in 4 games this season before this one, and has done a really solid job down there in the defending third of keeping things under control. Tusculum dancing around the Carson-Newman players. As Bracco finally plays the ball forward, Buford collects before anyone can get there in time. Tusculum putting the pressure on as Dukes and Vital making contact in the middle of the field. The referee just kind of pointing at him, telling him to knock it off. Salomonson swoops in for the clear, and here's Wester trying to beat everyone. A dangerous ball across the box, and no Eagle able to finish. Is that a roll out of play? And the Eagles trying to work quick with 17 minutes on the clock. Cross right into the breadbasket of Enemy, but Williams will recollect. Big cross right into the middle where the penalty spot is. And a header out of play. Will fall to the Pioneers. Subs coming on as Zan Gra comes out for Canalitich. Pioneers get fresh legs in Carlos Perez, as Clark will make his way off the field, as well as Messendon. And George Kirby making his way back into this game to play defense, matched up against Dukes. Elliot Edwards also just checked in. Edwards makes his way past Williams. So 5 new sets of legs for Tusculum out there, trying to put the pressure on here with just about 15 minutes to go in this final regular season bout. Looking for a win to elevate them into the conference tournament. Tusculum needs Wingate to lose tonight, and they need a clear 3-point win for them to creep into the conference tournament. As that ball into the box is headed by Enemy, but it was actually Carlos Perez who got his head on that one. But Buford able to get there in time. Pascal up the near side. Torrent moving past his man. Dukes just barely out of the reach there of the cross pass from Torrent. Eagles asking for a handball on that one. Everyone saw that as that one sails over the head of Torrent. Off the leg of Groomer. Get some contact over there in the far side corner as things start to get chippy in a tight match. Honka to the top of the circle where Dukes is waiting. Cobb makes 2 saves in a row. La Chapelle there to try and clean it up, but Cobb just in the right spot at the right time. Beautiful shot by Dukes. The post is Donovan Cobb's best friend here tonight. That's 2 shots for the Eagles that have gone off the far post and denied them what might be 3 goals on the board. Here comes Williams moving forward again as the Eagles now just 1 away from tying their season high in shots. They've got 17. Dukes across in. Torrent can't control. He'll move back out of the 18. And a hard shot in by Pascal.
Ref, time! Time! Ref,
The senior midfielder with his 5th shot of the year, and it just skims that far post. Great opportunity for the Eagles.
Ref, please deal with the time wasting. You know what's happening. Deal with it.
12 minutes and 51 seconds on the clock as the Eagles now putting the pressure on the Pioneers. It had kind of been 50-50 here in this second half, but the Eagles finally with some real opportunities there. Wester dancing past Perez. Honcup puts a ball into the corner for Dukes. Dukes just into the 6-yard box, and they'll finally blow it dead. It was Lem who was there on the cover. Ryan Batlokawa. Coming out for Enoch Bracco. Batlokwa sparing minutes throughout the season, but a 58-minute high against Mars Hill. Just 1 start on the year. Seeing action in a game that's really important. Wester back to his man in Groomer, who will clear it out to Buford. Eagles trying to generate some space. Looking for a strike with 11 minutes and 30 seconds to go. Pascal a through ball for La Chapelle, who's trying to work past his man, and it's scooped up by Cobb. And they're going to say that La Chapelle was offside.
Come on, go again!
Offside calls haunting both teams either way. La Chapelle had his back to his man. But nonetheless, blown dead. Duke's a good through ball for Hans, who was wheeling forward. But Cobb nails it down and throws it forward for Kirby. Kirby in the corner, and that one's going to go out of play. Throw in for the Pioneers is LaFlock. Duke stripped him. It's Edwards with it now. All the way through to Gra. Gra trying to work past Buford, but Friedel, a great job to get back in time and cut him off. Just under 10 minutes to go here in this second half, as we set up for a corner kick. It's Gra to take it. Ball swinging into the back post, and Buford pokes it out of the air, gobbles it up. A beautiful one-handed save from Elijah Buford. As we get a yellow card coming up. It's going to be on Elliot Edwards for his hounding of Buford in the box. Great hop from Buford to get on top of that one. The junior makes his third save to keep things scoreless here in this second half. Not the way either side would like it, as a tie means nothing. Couple of subs coming on as Kanalatic and Clark, the better attackers for the Pioneers, make their way back out after their moments of rest. Enoch Bracco back out there on the field as well. Honcup with good work against Bracco. No subs for Carson-Newman just yet. Honcup on the go to Hans. LaChapelle can't win it at the top of the box, and here's Pascal with it. Right forward for Torrent. Torrent trying to turn and fire, and Cobb is there to clamp down. Good shot from Torrent there as Cobb makes the save, and now the Eagles, with 8 minutes to go here in the second half, trying to avoid a tie. Need lots of help if they get the tie to make their way into the SAC playoffs. Duke's trying to work past Enemy, and a handball there, clear as day from Bracco, as Wester pushes him from behind. That one pops up off the foot of Wester into the hand of Andrew Enemy, and we don't get a whistle there. So a free kick for the Pioneers. It's Salmonson. Couple of subs as Gra comes back out. He'll replace Devin Vital, who's played nearly this entire game.
Come on, boys. 7 minutes left. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Hear both coaches and teams yelling, just 7 minutes left to push in this SAC regular season contest with so much on the line. For each of these teams and their seniors, more games to be played in the SAC playoffs. Trying to make the magic happen here in November. Friedel over to Pascal, who pushes it forward for Torrent. Torrent with the quick feet on the corner of the box, and he's stripped. By João Pablo Perez. Honcup goes to Dukes. Dukes will take a second to control before he sends a cross ball in. Torrent on the header. Doesn't get it off. It's turned away by Perez. Just outside of the 6-yard box. Now the Pioneers on the charge, but Honcup not one to let anything silly happen. Six minutes left to go in the SAC regular season. Here's Hans. Finally gets it off to Pascal. The Eagles well in control here in the latter half of the second half. Have held possession for a large majority of the time. Pedro Perez boots it out of play, so here comes Pascal on the throw-in. Goes short to Hans. It's Wester with it. A curling ball into the box, and La Chapelle can't get anything on it. Here comes Kanalatic. Pioneers with numbers, but a good job by Groomer to cut that one off.
Hey, Filippo, trust your left, man. Your left.
Under 5 now. Kanalatic. A good job by Pascal getting back there. Midfielders doing a lot of the work down there. A ball with a chance to find La Chapelle off the foot of Williams. Torrent, what a pass that would have been. But Salamonson cuts it off. It's going to be Honcup to take the corner here. What could be one of the final chances for Carson-Newman. Ball scrambles around the box, it's past Cobb, and it's poked in! A scramble in front of Donovan Cobb. And the Eagles clean up the loose change as that one falls to the turf. And the Eagles have put themselves ahead 2-1 with 4 minutes and 18 seconds left. Trying to stay alive and move themselves to the SAC tournament. Torrent, the one to poke it in the scramble of bodies in front of Cobb. And you can see he can barely believe it down there. So Antoine Torrent gets his 3rd goal of the year in a time where it's so crucial for this Carson-Newman squad. Full 90 minutes played for the sophomore forward from France in his last 3 games, and he's finally rewarded with a goal here with under 5 minutes to go in this second half of the final game of the SAC regular season. Time stops here as the Pioneers collect themselves, and the referees are going to issue Stephen Lyons a card. Lyons not happy about the referees stopping the time when Tusculum is down after they've been begging for it all game. So 2 yellows on the Eagles in this one as Mitchell Honcup slows things up, takes his foot off the gas to let the Eagles regain their numbers. Torrent working against two men in this Tusculum defense, trying to keep it manageable. Whistle blown as the clock will stop yet again. And we're gonna get another card here on Gruthis this time, who just checked in recently. Miscommunication as the referees were still writing down the yellow card for the Eagles. 3 minutes and 15 seconds to go. And the difference maker right now, the goal from Torrent in the 86th minute of this game. Torrent with 5 shots, and he finally punches one through on the scramble. Buford sails into the air to make the grab and control things with now under 3 minutes to go. Buford punches one ahead, and Pioneers trying to work quick as the referees blow the whistle again. Get a reset on the throw-in. Not the proper spot. Just maybe up the touch line. Clock will continue to roll here with 2 minutes to go. And the Eagles will let Pascal line up on the far side for the throw-in. Long arcing one as Torrent tries to shove through.
Start the clock! What's going on? Start the clock!
Scoreboard having some difficulties here with 1 minute and 49 seconds to go as the Pioneers work their way forward. 1 minute and 49 stuck on the clock. Clock finally rolling here as Tusculum in their own corner, and Dukes collides with Andrew Enemy in the near side corner, who is in some pain down there. So the Pioneers with a chance for the equalizer.
Hey, on the clock, I need 1:10. 1:10.
The referee signaling up to the press box to take some time off the clock as the scoreboard having issues here at McCowan Field.
1:10. 1:15 at the throw, 1:10 after the throw.
It's going to be LaFlock for the cross. And Tusculum's chance for the equalizer. Got it in the first half to make it 1-1 off the goal from Mason Clark. And now Hugo LaFlock with a chance for a good ball for the Pioneers. Carson-Newman and Tusculum women's teams watching on here in the final minute. in 10 seconds of this SAC regular season game.
Let's go, Sack Line, come on.
Officials get everyone set up and they'll run the clock. Cross into the box near the far side. And Elliot Edwards right on the back doorstep, but he was held up. Corner kick up coming for the Pioneers as they work quick. Cross into the box over the top of the crossbar. And with 46 seconds left, Elijah Buford will get a chance to clear it to his defenders. Here's Enemy with it. A couple of players colliding at midfield. And it's Salamonson chasing. Hans with the pressure as he strips him. Hans gets through. 13 seconds on the clock as Hans tries to make everything happen. Chipped past the goaltender. And with the nail in the coffin, we'll see if that one was before time stopped. Carson-Newman. So with the win, Carson-Newman moves to 3-9-3, 3-6-1 in SAC play, and has put themselves in a really, really good position to make the SAC postseason as we get some pushing and shoving at midfield. Emotions running high here as the Pioneer season comes to a close, and Carson-Newman so the Eagles pick up the win 2-1 here at McCowan Field. As action continues to persist here on the Eagles Sports Network. Eagles with the 2-1 win over the Tusculum Pioneers for a good chance at the SAC tournament. We thank you so much for tuning in to the men's game, and we hope you stay tuned for the women's game upcoming against the Tusculum Pioneers when we return. Andrew Rogers is with you here on the Eagles Sports Network.